Hey, it's your girl, Copper Color Creations, and I am coming back with more transformation, family. How is everybody doing out there? Okay, so family, the name of this video is called Divine Dating Part 3. And this is how to break soul ties and trauma bonds. All right. Okay. Now, before I get started, I want to speak on a couple things. I want to talk about the Cam Newton and the Dr. Bryant interview. I want to go over a couple things. First of all, family, I want to say don't get distracted. There's a lot of distractions out there. And I am speaking to my divine beings out there, okay? For those of you, you know who you are. All right, those on that soul journey, those that have a mission on earth, that are standing on business, okay, with their purpose and their passion. This video is for you. All right, so let's talk about the Cam Newton and Dr. Bryant video. So my first problem I had is they're both boulets, okay? So they are not leading the generations properly, okay? Anyone that is in the black boule is a part of the circus. So I consider them a part of the circus. All right. First of all, I want to point out Miss Dr. Bryant. If she is going to be a leader in the community, first she needs to lead by example and, come a little more modesty, as far as the way that she's dressing. Basically, if she wanted to set a good example for our young girls out there, having her boobs out was not setting a really good example. Standing in a more modesty energy probably would have helped her. And at her age, wanting no children, wanting to date someone with no children, well, she is potentially blocking her soulmate. Let's say that, like for instance, if my soulmate has 9 kids and 7 baby mamas, I am going to love him and all 9 of his kids, and I'm going to be the best stepmother that I can be because, what do I know? The Creator could have put me in that man's life, to help raise some divine beings. So first of all, I don't think she's setting a good example by stating that she only is going to date men that don't have kids, because sometimes men with children are the biggest blessing that you can ever have in your life. So to each his own. I'm not judging her because that's what she wants. That's what she wants. But personally, for me, I would never say that my next person that I'm going to be dating cannot have kids. As long as he is a divine being and he is a good father to his children, I have no problem how many kids he has. Okay, now let's get on our brother Cam Newton. Now, Cam is a football player, and so he has relationships within the NFL. He has a lot of young potential football players in high school and middle school looking up to him. So he's considered a leader, or shall I say, someone that's supposed to be setting a good example for our kids. And so, I'm a little concerned because that's the example that he's putting out there to the universe, that he does not want to commit to one woman and he wants to plant seeds here and there. Can you imagine the average football player or high schooler that's looking up to him, thinking that that's something to be proud of or that's cool? That is not cool. These celebrities and football players and politicians are not divine, true leaders. They are leading our children and the whole world astray. Okay? And that interview, to me personally, basically just pinned the feminine and divine masculine up against each other, and we're supposed to be uniting, coming into union, okay? And so I just want, I wanted to speak on it because we need real leaders, okay? We need for our community of divine masculines and divine feminine energies to take accountability. That's what I want to talk about. The word on this video today is called accountability. We have no one in our communities taking accountability. What does accountability mean, family? Accountability, the fact or condition of being accountable. Responsibility. Their lack of accountability has concorded public respect. No one is taking accountability, okay? And when I say this, I'm talking about in every sector of our life, not just dating, in our love life, period, in our work life, in our social life, in every aspect of our life, okay? We have to make sure people, we have to make people accountable, for their actions. And that goes for celebrities and especially these politicians, okay? Like I explained to you, if you are still waiting on a politician to save you and to make your life better, then you need to go within and heal that inner childhood, because no one is coming to save you. Only you can save you and your kids and generations to come by breaking generational curses, okay? And so I'm going to talk more on that on another video. But let's get into this video. Like I said, I'm a little concerned out here. The dating pool, I personally think, just needs some healing. People are out here with unhealthy attachments and have no idea. Family, I know you guys probably are are a little confused or laughed at, Divine Dating Part 3 when I was explaining that we are not supposed to be having sex while dating because, it connects the soul ties to us. So, in Part 3, I explained what a soul tie was. So let's go over it again. A soul tie is a strong, emotional, and spiritual connection between two people that can form through interactions or relationships. Okay? So just think about that. Meditate on that. What a soul tie is. It's a very strong emotional and spiritual connection. So you are not supposed to be out here having soul ties with just anyone. Okay? That's just something that we were not taught. I mean, could you imagine? Many of us would not even have kids or be in the relationships that we are now, if we would have dated that person first, got to know that person, use our discernment and our intuition before we had sex and connected a soul tie, we would not even be with them, or we would not have kids. I know personally, I would not have kids by by my ex if I would have dated properly, without having intercourse and connecting that soul tie, because that soul tie is so strong to break. Okay. And on this video, I'm going to go over on how to break soul ties and trauma bonds. Let's discuss what trauma bonds, in case you guys missed it on Part 3. A trauma bond is described as an unhealthy emotional attachment that develops between two people in a relationship, especially if the one person has been abused before, meaning if they have childhood trauma. You can get with someone and don't even know they have childhood trauma, but that's okay. On this video, I'm going to explain what healthy soul ties is. I'm going to explain what unhealthy soul ties is and trauma bonds. And I'm going to show you guys how to break unhealthy soul ties and trauma bonds on this video. Okay? All right, now let's go ahead and get started, family. All right? Let's see where I want to start here. Bear with me 1 second. I want to start off. All right, so let's talk about, first of all, on this video, I'm going to inquire some of my divine healing transformation curriculum in here. Family, I am working on some courses and a workshop. It's going to be called Divine Healing Transformation. And I am going to teach the tribe how to turn that pain into power when coming from loss of a family member or a breakup, okay? I'm going to show the tribe how to move accordingly when you have a lot of trauma and pain. So that's going to be coming up. That is why I am going to make a couple videos in these YouTube streets. I won't be hanging out in these YouTube streets too long, family. I have a legacy to build. I have tons of work to do. And so I'm standing on business, and I must remain obedient and fully focused to the divine. All right now. Okay, so let's see where I want to start off. First, I want to start off by talking about unhealthy, let's say this, unhealthy energy, unhealthy relationship. If you are in a relationship, whether you are married or dating or whatever you call it, all right? Because like I said, we were taught that you can just go out, date, have sex, and determine, if they're going to be your wife or your husband. Just think about it. I talk to people every day who are married and not happy because they didn't date properly. They didn't get to know that person. They didn't get to know that person's beliefs system. They didn't get to know that person eternally, not just the outside. They were dating the body, okay? All right? And not the mind, body, and soul. And that's very important when you're with someone that you so-called love, okay? All right, now, let's go ahead and move forward. So, signs of an unhealthy relationship. And family, when I'm talking about unhealthy relationships, you can take this however you want. Business, family, dating. So I'm not just talking, even though this video is structured on divine dating and how we are supposed to be dating, I want you guys to use these tools for your friends, family, co-workers, etc. Okay? All right, the number one unhealthy sign, these are unhealthy signs that you are in an unhealthy relationship. All right? Number one, intimidation. All right? Number two, emotional and physical abuse. All right? Number three, isolation from friends and family. Number four, denial, minimization, blaming, gaslighting, and stonewalling. Number five, control over decisions and or finances. Number six, threatening and coercing to do things that you don't want to do. Okay? Number seven, poor boundaries and mistrust. All right? Let's go over healthy signs of a healthy relationship. All right? Physical, number one, physical and emotional safety. Number two, mutual respect. All right? All right? Number three, trust. Number 4, honesty. Number 5, accountability and responsibility for one's actions. Number 6, healthy boundaries. Number 7, communication, the willing to work through problems, okay? Because every relationship is not going to be perfect, but if you know how to communicate and work things out and balance things out and take accountability, then that is a healthy sign that you are good to go. All right? So we went over what a healthy and unhealthy signs are in a relationship. So if you are in a relationship and you got some unhealthy signs, then you need to reevaluate your relationship, okay? All right. Now, let's talk about the soul ties. All right? I want to keep expressing. Soul ties are very hard to break. All right? Very hard to break. And I know many of us, we have already went through it. Okay? It is hard. Okay? And so if you are in a relationship right now and you are not happy, or there is no soul connection, no spiritual connection, and it's just all about lust and physical, and you are evolving and your partner is not evolving, okay, then this video is definitely for you, okay? There is no need to be frustrated or irritated with your partner, all right? You must go within and learn and educate yourself on what situation you are in and learn how to break that soul tie, okay? Because you can be with someone in a soul tie, not happy. Know that you need to leave that person. Okay? You know deep down you need to leave that person. But the soul tie is just so strong, you just can't move. You stay stuck and stagnant. This video is for you, and I'm here to help you out. Let's go. Now, let's talk about the soul. I want to talk about the soul tie first and then the trauma bond, because you get your soul tie and then your trauma bonds. So let's go over ways to break a soul tie. All right? All right, let's go. First, acknowledge the soul tie, family. Reflect on the relationship. Identify what makes that relationship unhealthy. Okay? Consider how the connection has negatively, sorry guys, these braces, negatively impacted your life and why it needs to be broken. All right? Number 2, forgive. Okay? Practice forgiveness towards yourself and the other person involved in the soul tie. This can help release negative emotions and free you from that soul tie. All right? Now, forgive yourself. Okay? That's important, family. Forgiving yourself can help remove burden of guilt from your mind and heart. Oh, that's so important. Practice self-care. Take proactive steps to tend to your physical and emotional health. All right? Now, here's the number one important thing is go no contact. This is the most crucial step, but it can also be the most intimidating. All right? Going no contact, family, is very important. And that's to me, that helps. It's going to be hard, but you have to distance yourself. It could be a coworker, a business partner, your family, a lover. How you distance yourself is you have to detach yourself, slowly detach yourself from that person. Stop calling, stop texting, stop communicating. If you can, go no contact. Don't call them. Don't call and check on them. Don't tell them you miss them. It's going to be hard, but go no contact. If you have to co-parent, or if you are in business with someone and you must still communicate, make sure that communication is less as possible. Okay? All right. Let's keep going. Identify other support. Loved ones can help you during this vulnerable time. Seek out loved ones that you can trust that can support you in your decisions in this time. Okay? Practice healing practices. Engage in practices that promote healing and balance. All right? And we're going to talk further on more practices that you can do on the trauma bonding. Change your daily routine. Consider changing your daily routine. You know, if you sit at home and if scrolling all day, then get up and go out and walk, or go work out, or go to a museum, or go skating, or do something that makes you happy. Okay? All right. Now, allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to grieve. Okay? That's important because if you can't allow yourself to grieve, then you can't feel the pain and emotions that come with the whole process of healing. All right, that's just like someone who has a drug addiction. You can't heal unless you at first acknowledge your addictions. So acknowledge your pain, allow yourself to grieve. All right. Okay. Practice intentional self-compassion. All right. Practice intentional self-compassion. That's so important, family. All right. Remember, a soul tie connection can be romantic or platonic. All right. And it could last forever if you do not cut it off properly. All right. That's important. All right. Let's go ahead and go to trauma bonding. All right. Let's go ahead and go to trauma bonding. All right. I explained what trauma bonding is basically a healthy attachment. All right. And like I said, I am doing a 20-step healing curriculum on how to heal from a trauma bond and soul ties, from soul ties and trauma bonds. Okay. All right. Let's go over my 10 steps that I put together on how to. I kind of got this information from a lot of curriculum that I had with my experience of healing, and I added a little twist. Okay. So let's go over it. So 10 steps to heal from soul ties and trauma bonds. This education is going to be, when I explain these steps, this is for soul ties and trauma bonds, okay? All right. Number one, family, when you are coming out of a breakup, out of a breakup or a lost, part of my healing transformational 90-day journey that I am putting together, my focus is transforming pain into power. Okay? My focus is reaching out to people so they can achieve personal freedom, emotional stability, so they can thrive as an individual and create healthy and loving relationships, so that they can achieve their full potential personally and professionally. That is my mission, okay, when it comes to healing these soul ties and trauma bonds, just so you guys know. All right, and like I said, once my curriculum is done, I am going to be so excited to share it with the world. Okay, all right, now let's go. Educate yourself. Number one, from healing from soul ties and trauma bonds. Number one, family, it's important to educate yourself. All right? How do you educate yourself? You learn how to identify the signs of an unhealthy relationship, okay? Learn what a healthy one looks like so you can know the difference. And that's why I just went over the list of unhealthy versus healthy signs in a relationship. Number two, stay in the present. What does that do? Staying in the present keeps you staying focused and present. allows you to see the relationship and or abuse as it is happening in real time. Okay? Hoping things will be different or reminiscing about the good old times minimizes the present dangers and makes it tempting to stay in that relationship. Okay? Number 3, create a safe space. Sometimes you can be so close to a situation, family, that you cannot see it clearly. Take a step back, get some distance from the abuse or trauma so that you can see the relationship for what it is. Okay? Space and solitude gives you mental clarity, family. That's why I say no contact and distance yourself. Okay? So you can see clearly. All right? Number 4, find you some support. Find a support system or group of like-minded individuals that have experienced the same trauma, okay, that you have. Hearing their story and then sharing yours will help you realize, that you are not alone in your experiences. Okay? Number 5, practice good self-love and care. All right? Now, self-love and care involves activities that reduce your stress and promote physical and emotional well-being. These activities are nurturing, fulfilling, and healthy. Good self-care helps you build self-love and learn to rely on yourself for comfort rather than turning to an abusive relationship. All right? Now, some examples of self-care and self-love is number 1, exercising. Number 2, journaling. And for those that don't know, journaling, it keeps you in the present. It also keeps you to spot out unhealthy patterns and things that you need to fix. So journaling is important. Number 3, a hobby or activity you enjoy. Number 4, listening to music. And that's what I love to do. Music is my number 1 go-to for healing, family. Number 5, relaxation practices like yoga, meditation. And I don't want to hear that yoga is evil and this and that and meditating is evil because, like I said, things that are good for us that we need to help us grow and evolve, we have been programmed to think they are evil, okay? Family, meditate. There's nothing evil about yoga and meditating, okay? It's all about tapping into your inner self, connecting to nature, listening to your inner self, your intuition, all right? Connecting to the divine creator. Now, if that is evil, then I don't know what to tell you if you think that's evil. So it's important. Relaxation practices, and they help truly, okay? Number 6, good sleep. Get that good sleep, okay? Number 7, spending quality time with trusted friends and family, okay? All right? Notice I said spending time with trusted friends and family. All right? I explained to you guys that, you can't trust everyone in this season. All right? You can't trust everyone. You got to be very careful. Number 6, set goals, especially short-term goals, family. Think of how you want your future to look. Allow yourself to envision more for yourself and make plans to realize that future for you. Manifest a better future for you and your family. All right? Number 7, develop healthy relationships. Excuse me. Connect with people who are emotionally and physically safe. Okay? Balance. All right? Practice healthy communication. Stand up for yourself. Experience healthy relationships, and that helps strengthen your ability to form healthy attachments. Okay? Number 8, give yourself permission to heal. You deserve health and happiness. To want it is not being selfish, family. Healing starts with giving yourself permission to do what you need to do to engage in this healing process. You are allowed to grow and move on from environments and relationships that do not serve the highest version of yourself. And what that means is give yourself permission to be different. Give yourself permission to do things that people might call you weird on or judge you on. Okay? Give yourself permission to move out of environments. All right? Give yourself permission to break up contracts and business ventures and businesses that no longer serve your sole mission on earth. Give yourself permission, family. Number 9, be kind to yourself. Whew, this is important. Having an unhealthy trauma bond or soul tie can be devastating, draining to your self-esteem and emotional well-being. Whew, yes, it can. Be mindful of, the things that you say to yourself, family, or how you speak to yourself. Remind yourself often that you have many positive qualities and that you are deserving of happiness. Be gentle with yourself. When you stumble or fall, be very gentle. If you stumble or fall, dust yourself off and try again. Get back up. Okay? You're learning a new way of living, family, and it takes time. So be very gentle with yourself. Okay? Number 10, last but not least, speak your truth. Don't be intimidated by anyone. Protect your energy at all times. Stand on business in every aspect of your life, family. Okay? It's very important. Now, before I get off this video, I want to go over some attachments. All right? It says, family, statistics say 60% of adults that are dating will encounter someone who has an unhealthy attachment. Okay, so I figure that's a high number. Let's go over 4 important attachment styles. And I want you guys to see where you fit in these attachment styles. And I also are going to explain how they impact our lives, okay? Work, personal, it doesn't matter. Let's go. The number 1 attachment style is called secure attachment. All right? All right. Now, a secure attachment are those typically relationships that have trust and expect love to be reciprocated, emotional intimacy. They depend without being dependent, okay? These type of people will respect your space, all right? So I consider myself someone that would be a secure attachment, because I have pure intentions, I approach any relationship with trust. I expect the same love that I give out, And that is what it is. And so that's a good attachment. That's an attachment that we all want. That's number one, secure attachment. Number two, anxious attachment. That's someone who has deep fear of abandonment. They tend to be insecure of the relationship, always worried if they are going to be left behind or someone's going to leave them. They're very clingy and they have needy behavior. Ooh, boy, don't I know someone and many that have that anxious attachment. All right, number three, avoidant attachment. Fear of intimacy. These people are reluctant to trust others. They have difficulty forming close bonds. Getting close makes them feel suffocated or controlled. They tend to be emotionally unavailable and prefer independence. Oh, yes. And I know a couple like that too. All right. Let's go ahead and go to number four. Number four is called fearful and avoidant attachment. Now, what this is, number four is it's both anxious, it's the both anxious and avoidant attachment. These people have fearful and avoidant patterns. Okay, they avoid affection, yet they have a deep craving for it. Okay, they may have difficulties regulating their emotions, and they may experience a heightened sexual behavior. Okay, increased risk for violence in fearful avoidant relationships. So they basically said people that have the fearful avoidant attachment are at a high risk of having violence and being hypersexual. So, I mean, I know a lot of people that have that attachment, okay? Now, think about it. I just read so out of four of those attachments, family, only one is healthy, which is the secure attachment. You want to be vibrating off that attachment. The other three are unhealthy: anxious attachment, avoidant attachment, and that fearful avoidant attachment. Okay? Now, let's ask ourselves, why is this important when dating? Because number one, I'm speaking to the divine masculine and divine feminine energies out there, okay, that are vibrating high, all right, that are standing on business in their purpose and their passion, all right, okay. I'm talking to those people, those type of people. Those are the type of people that I'm talking to, okay. Now, how do unhealthy attachments impact our life, family? Let's talk about it. Now, number one, they may be highly critical of others. Number two, they may communicate poorly or not at all. If you're in a relationship with somebody and they say, "Oh, I'm just not good with communicating," they don't love you. And I mean this from the very bottom of my heart. There is no excuse. If you really love someone unconditionally, you're going to be thinking, the moment you think about them, you're going to want to communicate with them. So if they say, "Oh, I'm not good with communication," that is a lie. That they just gaslighting you. Lying to you is what they're doing. They need to heal. Number three, play a passive role in the relationship. All right. Number four, be fearful of commitment. All right, fearful of commitment. All right, if they are not wanting to commit in fear of commitment, then you shouldn't be dating them. Because if divine beings, we are dating to marry. Remember, we are not dating just to be dating, to just be playing with people, or just to be wasting time. All right, that's not why we're here to date for my divine beings. All right, all right. And the next one would be number five: get attention by extreme measures, seeking attention, all right? And I mean, they could be seeking attention by how they dress, by how they, whatever the things that they do, what they post on their social media. There's all different ways that people are yearning for attention out there in a low vibrational state, is what I'm talking about. Number 6, idealize the relationships of others. If they idealize the of other people's relationships, if they're looking at other people's relationships and pointing out, well, look at them, they're doing it like this, comparing other people's relationships, not good. All right, let's go. Number 7, eternalize and blame themselves for relationship issues. All right. Number 8, believe their needs are more important than yours. All right. And we know those are narcissistic vibes. You both are more important to each other. No one's more important than the other. Number 9, they play that push me, pull me mind games. Push me away, pull me closer. Push me away, pull me closer. No, we don't have time for those. Those are high school games. Divine beings, we don't have time for those games. All right, we'll leave those games for the high schoolers. Number 10, avoid emotional displays. Okay, now I'm not saying that you got to put all your business on social media, but when I'm in my divine relationship, the world will know who my divine partner is. I don't have to post all of our business, but trust and believe I'm going to be proud to display my emotional and physical love for my divine partner. I won't have no problem saying, hey, everyone, this is my boo. I am so proud of him. And, it is what it is. So, I won't be avoiding that one. Number 11, have organizational difficulties. They just can't get their life together. Everything in their life is just chaos. It's always a problem. Something always coming up. They're always in their emotions. They're on an emotional roller coaster, and they want you to get on that emotional roller coaster with them. Okay? All right? Now, these 11 signs of unhealthy attachments that I just went over, family, this will stop you from having healthy, long-term adult relationships, okay? All right? Remember, family, these attachment issues that I'm talking about, they don't just affect your romantic relationships. They can influence the way you bond with friends, family, co-workers, and many other important people as well. They can also influence the way you parent your own children. Okay? So it's so important, and I'm going to repeat, it's very, very adamant, that you think of it like this. So when you do your shadow work and heal that inner child, is when you are able to attract and manifest healthy relationships. All right? Remember, heal thyself, love thyself, so you can evolve and grow. All right? And a part of evolving and grow, all right? Like I said, the most important part of evolving and growing is that you build your self-esteem up. All right? Family, most people out here have unhealthy attachments, whether it be spiritual or emotional, don't even know it. All right? Don't even know it. Many out there need trauma therapy. All right? Many out there have mental health issues. All right? And talking about they want a 6-foot man looking like this, making this amount of money, and they are. I'm watching everyone out here. And I'm so confused on how, and I'm talking to the females and the males. I'm speaking to both genders. How can you have your expectations be so high when you are not even healed? You have all these unhealthy attachments, but your desire is to have this perfect, beautiful, healed person. Make it make sense. Okay? Just please make it make sense. All right? Now, if you're interested in changing your attachment style and you feel that you don't have any healthy attachment, it begins with improving your self-esteem. Okay? I'm going to keep saying that. Learn to love and value thyself, family. All right? We have to take accountability. I'm going to keep saying that. You have to take accountability with not just yourself, your family, everyone, work. The whole world needs to take accountability and responsibility for our downfalls. Nobody is perfect. No, but we can fix these issues by first realizing what issues we have, and second, educating ourselves on how to fix these issues. All right? And standing on business and making sure that we're accountable on fixing these issues so we can heal ourselves, so we can heal our generations to come. It also starts with us being honest with our needs. Okay? You're in a relationship. You have to be honest with your needs. That's so important. Okay? When you start dating someone, I highly suggest, and this might be the end of divine dating, because I don't think I need to make another video explaining how we should be dating properly, do I, family? All right? I just want to leave you guys with this. When you start dating, all right, properly, just be honest with your needs. Okay? Look at it like this. All right? The fear, okay, of someone not meeting your needs. All right? Don't have that fear. All right? No one can meet your needs if you never express it to them. All right? Let's start a habit, family, of being honest with what we want and how we want our lives to go. All right? Remember, when you have the habit of not being honest about your needs and desires, family, that's basically an act of both self-preservation and self-sabotage. Yes, because it takes a lot of courage and trust in others enough to let them know what you want from them in a relationship. But it's very necessary. All right? Remember, the way we function in these relationships is basically learned behavior. All right? We can relearn patterns, but it may take the knowledge of mental health clarity to make it happen. You have to know what you truly want, what makes you happy, and your desires before you go jumping into a relationship. You jump into a relationship without communicating your wants and needs and desires, and you just get in and because you're physically attracted to that person and you got that hot burning passion and you're lusting in your low vibrational frequency, and you are getting into a soul tie with an unhealthy attachment because you don't even know what you're not clear on what you want in life. So look at yourself. You're in this relationship. You jumped in this relationship because she had a big butt, or she had beautiful hair, or beautiful skin, or she had some money, or a good job. You didn't date her for a sole purpose that the Creator wanted you to connect on. And as soon as you started having sex with her, you built a deep spiritual and emotional connection with her, with someone you don't even know, with someone you don't even know. So, family, be careful out there when dating or even while being married, okay? I have witnessed so many married women and men getting caught cheating on each other. You know why? Because they did not date divinely. Divinely dating is dating properly. Family, it's so important to be able to identify your attachment patterns, okay? And learn how to establish appropriate boundaries, all right? Integral to healthy relationships. Okay, that's important. Now, I want to end it with some things that I want to just tell you to ask yourself, family. You know, and if you're in a relationship right now and you want to know if this person was divinely guided to you, you know, I just basically gave you a blueprint on how to expose a divine being, someone who is wearing a mask and being fake with you. I just gave you the blueprint. Okay? All right. Now, also, ask yourself with this question: am I stagnating in this relationship, or am I evolving? All right? And that means, is my partner keeping me stuck and stagnant, or is my partner standing on business in their purpose and motivating me as well in mine? Okay? Does my partner judge me? Yes, that's important. Does my partner judge the way I move, how I think? Okay? That's important. Does my partner stop me from my spirituality in any way, shape, or form? Yes, that's important. Is your partner stopping you from your spirituality? Yes. So I'm going to give an example. If you and your partner are not equally yoked, they are going to stop your spirituality. All right? All right. Your partner is all about partying and having fun and drinking and going out on the weekend and all about partying and turning up and living their best life. And you're at home going within, healing, evolving, and planning the future so you can help humanity, then that's stopping your spirituality. All right? And I want to say, do not have any worries. All right? Don't try to force someone to evolve, family, who is not ready to. Okay? If your loved one, your family, your mom, your lover, your business partner, whoever it is, if they are not on your right frequency in this season, right now, in this golden age, like I said, confirmation. Like I said, don't force them. Okay? Eventually, you will spiral out of vibration with each other, meaning it's called divine intervention. The divine creator will separate you from any low vibrational energy, whether you like it or not. And I've been telling you guys, you know, I've witnessed it happen, not just in my experience. Unfortunately, I was obedient. Okay, like I said, the Creator told me, let's get it together. And I did just that. But I have witnessed many people that have fought against the grain, and divine vengeance had to take place. Okay, which is called a tower moment. All right, and you don't want that to happen, family. All right, so let's do this. We can do this. We are leaders. Okay, and what do leaders do? We lead by example. Divine beings don't just talk that talk, we walk that walk. We put it into action. All right. And so we need to take accountability as leaders and stand on business for our community. Okay. And that is in every aspect of our lives. All right. I just want to make that very clear. Okay. All right, family. I have a beautiful self love affirmation I want to share with you guys. All right. Let's go. Oh, before I go, like I said, I have to stand in my purpose. And so I am a healer. And so for many that don't know, I am starting a new venture, and I will be releasing it in 2025. I'm not going to speak much upon it, but I will say that I'm going to upload a couple videos in these YouTube streets, and then your girl got to fall back, all the way back. Yes, I have to continue standing on business when it comes to building my legacy, breaking these generational curses, and making my ancestors proud of me. Yes, shout out to my ancestors, spirit guides, archangels, the divine creator of heaven and earth. Shout out to you. Yes. Okay. All right, now, my self-love affirmation, family. I love my life. I love my heart. I love my body. I love my home. I love my mind. I love my little quirks. I love my sense of humor. I love my eyes. I love my family. I love to feel inspired. I love to inspire others. I love to feel vibrant. I love to meditate. I love to sleep. I love to drink water. I love to dance. I love to laugh. I love to create. I love my soul because I love me. Okay, until next time, family. One.